What is good, everyone? We're here for week 1 of the AAB versus my good friend Fauster here. They have an interesting team. Obviously, we knew we were going to see the Ho-Oh. No Comfy is nice. You see the low kicks. Superior, which is Terra. Superior, no Mudsdale, so that's good. So Superior is the Terra Captain, ground, fire, or grass. That Ho-Oh is just so scary, man. The Greninja as well. No hands in this game is interesting, too. I really like how my Deoxys looks. It honestly cooks them. It very much cooks them. So does my Araquanid. Absolutely cooks them. Only thing that is bad for Araquanid is Ho-Oh. Yeah, that's like the only thing that's bad for it. So I could lead Aloe, get my Terra off early, or I could just straight up lead Araquanid. They might lead Ho-Oh in that scenario, though. I mean, I could lead Tauros, which kind of counter leads that. It's solid versus a lot of stuff on their team, so we'll do that. If they lead low kicks, I can go Aloe, get some helmet chip on them, I guess. But Tauros does look really strong here as well. There are a couple things that can deal with it, but not too much. Like the Hisuian Goodra probably could. But I mean, we have Earthquake, Rock Slide for the Ho-Oh. We see the low kicks come out. And this is alright. Yeah, I mean, it could be better, it could be worse, for sure. What are we going to see from this guy? What are we going to see? Potentially first impression. I think we're just going to go straight out to Aloe. I have to remember that we're all at level 50 for this, so it's kind of interesting. I guess if we never die to like a choice band of first impression, I could just body slam and get a ton of damage off on their team. But I think Aloe makes a lot of sense. Yeah, we'll go Aloe. If they knock me off, it's alright. And I can get my Terra Electric off. Because that Ho-Oh just spams Brave Birds into my team. Yeah, I really have no clue what kind of set they're going to want to be on that Ho-Oh. So I have to worry about that for sure. But we will see. We will definitely see. I think just like Brave Bird variant is the best that they can do. I do have to keep in mind if I Terra Electric that they can be Earthquake, which they probably tech on because they know my Terra types. As they do just U-turn, they do about like 48-ish, I think that was. Something like that. They're not banded for sure. Are they adamant? They could be. Would a Jolly one be able to do that damage? Yes. So it's a Jolly or it's adamant, but they're not banded. U-turn is interesting because I could have just KO'd them. They might be Choice Scarfed. I could see Choice Scarf being solid in this game. So they go out to Python. This is alright. It's not great, but it's alright. I can Terra here if I wanted to and just click Mirror Coat. But if they are sub, it can be a nasty time for me. It really can be. What do we do? What do you guys think I should do? I think Substitute is probably what happens here. I really don't want to use up my Terra. Worst case, I revenge kill it decently. I kind of like the swap out to Terapagos. I think if we're going to see sub, then I can like try attack them and be annoying. So we'll do that. I'll get my regen up on Aloe. And we'll see what the Superior is doing. Definitely going to be cooking something. I mean, at least we got our Terrestrial form out, because they are substitute, like I expected. Very much expected. My Tri-Attack easily breaks the sub on this guy. So we're just going to spam that. I can't be Terra Starstorm on this guy. Just one of the weird things about this league. This league has some seriously weird rules. That's why I got Deoxys, like regular Deoxys, as like the 14th pick when there was only like 3 other Ubers allowed. They're sword stands. What? Please tell me you put contrary on accident. That'd be funny. No, you didn't. Okay. Their Swords Dance. That is insane. Okay. So, Jolly +2. They weren't leftovers as well, which is interesting. So, what? Leaf Blade is probably like the best they've got. I think I'm just going to Tri-Attack them. I could Rapid Spin if I really wanted to. The Tri-Attack just gets that damage that we need. And they're going to break my Terapagos early, but that's okay. I don't mind it. I didn't really need this guy. But Stealth Rocks would be really nice, especially if that thing is Choice Scarfed. The low kicks. Yeah, I wish that I was able to get Rocks up. I guess I technically could have gone for Rocks here. And we're very specially defensive, so this is probably going to 2-hit KO me through my shell. It might not. Actually, I don't think it will, looking at these calcs. Maybe Adamant, but who knows. They're going to withdraw. Beautiful, beautiful play from me. You get Big Boy out. That Goodra, that's fine. Maybe a status? That's a big crit. That does nothing. Goodra Hisui. Is that Assault Vested? I think so. Okay, let me see. Does that have to be? It doesn't have to be. I guess you do have a Defogger in this game, right? You have your guy. And what, you might body press into me, be annoying. I can flip turn. I mean, I can just get my hazards up and then later wish this thing up with Aloe. That could work. And it does bring in that like it forces them to go out to Mana Buzz, which is very punishable, in my opinion. I'll go for Rocks. We'll get the Rocks up. We might even see something like a Dragon Tail come out here. We see Knockoff, so no Boots is fine. Knockoff through did, what, 17 damage. Knockoff through my Terra Shell. They're just like minus attack. I think it's just going to be Aloe here. I could also go Tentacruel, which gives me like the same scenario where I just flip around. But Aloe getting knocked maybe is worse. I also don't take like a crazy amount of damage with Aloe. I hate having to calc at level 50. I think we go Aloe. Even if they drop a Draco on us, we know they can't be specs at this point. I guess a Draco could do a ton, depending on their investment. They withdraw. So maybe we see Mana Buzz come out. We do see Buzz. That's fine. I would rather them not get a Toxic off on this Pokemon. So I can punish them by going Tauros or Tentacruel. Both of them seem really strong because Tentacruel, I can spam Knockoff really. Yeah, I think Tentacruel's free. They're going to defog here. But we're just playing this like very slow-paced game, which I'm fine with. They're going to Toxic, so beautiful. That ended up being a good turn for me. I am just going to knock the boots off of this guy. If I Sludge Bomb and get a poison, that could be really strong. I think we knock. Oh, they swap. Wow. They're going to leave the hazards up as they go back out into Big Boy. That's totally fine with me. I'm going to take some rocks. Probably going to knock off an AV is what I'm thinking. They're gooey as well. Good to know. They are Assault Vested. So I'm going to be slow. Am I going to be slower than this thing? I have a decent bit of speed. If they're minimum speed, it's actually a speed tie, interestingly enough. I guess that's if they're no speed. Knockoff would be annoying here. I'd really hate to get knocked off. I could go back out to Terapagos and just click Earth Power versus them if I wanted to. if I'm in this Terapagos form? I mean, I'm not doing very much with Earth Power is the issue. I guess I could let this thing get knocked. Yeah, I'll flip. We do end up being faster, which is fine. We flip, and I think it's just back to Terapagos. I think Terapagos has done its duty here. And I can try to Earth Power, or they just Thunderbolt, that's fine. 184 to 158. 184 to 158. 26 points of damage with Thunderbolt. Not even, no Terra Shell up. Did 26. They are not modest. Or at least they're not very invested. I think there's 0 investments. That's interesting. That's interesting. I think Earth Power on this turn. If they go back out to Mandibuzz, then I think I go hard Araquanid and just claim one. I think that would work. We do get a nice hearty Earth Power off on this guy. Some decent damage for sure. Get a Spadef drop as well. I really want to make a double out here, because I think it makes so much sense for them to go out to Mandibuzz now. I think I'm going to go Araquanid. I'm going to make the play. If they end up T-bolting me as I go out to Araquanid, it's not the end of the world. They actually don't do very much damage to me. Like, they do a good chunk, for sure, but they're not 2-hit KOing me. Let's see. Yep. We get that swap. Probably out to Mandibuzz. Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. And I'm just going to... Liquidation is just so strong versus them. It's a 2-hit KO for sure, and that's versus Max Bold. So I'm just going to take the 1,000,000,000% that they're going to give me here. I could potentially Terra Water. Terra Water, if they're like specially defensive, I guess could take them out here. I guess it could. But I like the non-Terra Water. Kind of seeing how much it's going to do. Gauging that damage. They're going to U-turn out. Alright. Something's going to take this hit. Nothing takes it well. Not even that Goodra. If the Goodra does come out, they're going to lower my speed with Gooey, which is annoying. As they do. I mean, they're going to take a good bit. Let's see. Whew, they just straight up die. That's crazy. They get the Gooey off. And I think we're just going to see the Ho-Oh come in, right? I mean, if they go Ho-Oh, do I live a Brave Bird from Ho-Oh if I Terra Water is the question. If they're Adamant, Brave Bird does 144 max, 121 min. It'll be close. I think I'm in the 130s. Would it be worth it? I don't think so. I definitely don't think so. Probably would just be an Aloe moment there. But I could also punish them if they try... They don't get Agility, do they? They don't send out Ho-Oh. Okay, so I don't even have to worry. And we were at 132, so it would be a roll. It would be about a 50-50 as well. Do I die to this thing? I don't think so. They're not banded. Low kicks. Like an Adamant low kicks right now. Knockoff does 99 max, and then we just KO this thing back. I think that's worth it to me. It's just picking up this KO. They're going to U-turn out. And that did a lot of damage, which is fine. But I'm just going to pick up a KO, basically. If they go Mandibuzz, sure. Sure, they can go Mandibuzz, but then the rocks are staying up forever. There's a gnat flying around in here. Come at me again, gnat. Come at me. As they do go Mana Buzz. Hey, how much damage are we doing? Oh, that is a huge chunk. And I'm just staying in every single time I'm clicking Liquidation here. If they want a Brave Bird knock me out, that's fine. Foul Play also definitely knocks me out. But then they can't defog. And then their Ho-Oh might not be Boots. Based on the way it hasn't come out yet, I think it's not Boots. The Low Kicks obviously isn't Boots. And we get some free hazards versus their squad. I also do have T-Spike in the back, so I like this. I'm just gonna spam buttons until I die. Stupid Gnat. It's right here too. Did I get him? I don't know. They do defog, so we're gonna take him out. Big KOs from Araquanid here. So that shows me, like, there's no way in the world that that Ho-Oh is Boots. They've got to be something Choice Banded, Choice Scarfed, something interesting. And I'm assuming this is it right here. It is. This is an interesting scenario, right? Ho-Oh. Let's calc this offensive Ho-Oh. Brave Bird versus Aloe does like nothing, right? But they can also click. What if they're special? What if you're special? What if you click? Don't you get Thunderbolts? You get Giga Drain. You do have Thunderbolts. What if you're clicking Thunderbolt on this turn? I think I'm just sacking. I might not even die to Thunderbolt, honestly. They Brave Bird, that's fine. Araquanid dies. Everything did what it needed to do. They take some big damage. I'm just gonna go Aloe, and I'm gonna flip turn. Freest Aloe of my life. And just free flip turn. If they are a mixed variant with Thunderbolt, that could be cool here. They also might Earthquake, predicting my Terra. I guess they could Sacred Fire, they could Brave Bird if they wanted. If they Brave Bird, they're taking a ton of recoil damage. They're taking like 16% to Brave Bird damage and then 16% to Rocky Helmet. They are Thunderbolt. Okay, yeah. We do get paralyzed, that can be really bad here. That could be really, really bad. We do get the flip turn off though. That's nice. Are you Policy? You're not Policy. I mean, I can go out to Tauros and just spam Rock Slide right now. Let me make sure if you're max speed Jolly, because I'm an adamant Tauros. Yeah, I always outrun you. I actually think I'd probably be fine to Body Slam here even. It'd be close. You're at 50, 60. No, you're definitely in range. If you're max HP, it's close. It's a range, definitely looks like it's in my favor. I just don't want to miss a Rock Slide here, right? How much, like, I don't feel like you can be that defensive. I don't know. Let me Rock Slide. Let me just play it safer. They do withdraw, that's fine. Maybe Serp comes out. They do go Python, that's fine. So this Superior, they actually can't do like a crazy ton to me because they're just like Leaf Blade. If you're Glare, that's very annoying. This thing is low enough. Yeah, and you can't even Terra into a type that's like that bad for me, I don't think. We'll just Body Slam. We'll just Body Slam. I'll be fine here. Leaf Blade from like Max Jolly is doing not even 50%. So I keep this thing nice and healthy-ish. Really should have Body Slammed there, but I was just a little bit worried that they would be teching on a decent bit of... They do Terra. Interesting. I was worried that they'd be teching on a decent bit of defense to survive a Rock Slide. I really like the Deoxys endgame in this. They do just Terra Blast. I don't think that's going to do very much. I think it's going to do... Yeah, that's not very much at all. We're just going to pick up a KO. Beautiful. Beautiful. I don't even know if Greninja kills me. I mean, they're potentially Battle Bond, right? Potentially choiced. I don't know. If you're Life Orb... Life Orb Dark Pulse. I'm curious at this range. It may KO me, and then if you're Battle Bond, it's kind of tough. What about Protean? Protean's not a threat, I don't think. Deoxys E-Speed does so much. I just need like a rock. I need to get this rock back up. So if they KO me, I can go out to Tropgos, get my rock up. They can get scary if on my rock they go out to Ho-Oh. They go out to Gren. Let's see this range. My Tauros. I'm at 101. Dark Pulse kills me from Life Orb almost every time, not all the time. If they're Modest not, then I never actually die. That's interesting. I never die. Because this thing could try to be Choice Scarf to outrun my Deoxys. I never die. And I Oko back with Body Slam. This could be really strong. And the last stuff, like, yeah. I'm pretty sure the low kicks is choiced, so I'm not going to outrun it. I'm a Body Slam. We see Surf. Do we die? It's going to be close. Ooh, they crit me! No, stop critting me! I don't even get to see, like, are they Life Orb? Are they Specs? They're Protean. We see that. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. So I can easily go take hits with Tropgos. I think I take 2 Surfs with Tropgos. Or I could just go Tentacruel. Tentacruel and Flip Turn seems free. I could even T-Spike. Honestly, I like the T-Spike idea because I can get a little bit more damage on this Greninja next time it comes in, because I don't think this thing is Boots. I don't think they're Boots, so I'm going to T-Spike on this turn. Because they can't go into Ho-Oh, they have to go into the low kicks. It has to be low kicks. So I T-Spike. I need just a little bit of damage on Gren for Deoxys. I mean, I need a decent bit. I'm doing 70 to 80%, which is 2 turns, 3 turns of poison, which I think I can get versus them. And then it also helps me chip down the low kicks, because I think they're just going low kicks right now. Andy B, no. They go straight out to the Ho-Oh. I might just die to an Earthquake here. Ho-Oh. Offensive Ho-Oh. Earthquake actually does not knock me out most of the time. So I can get a nice hearty Flip Turn off on this guy. I think that's the play. Adamant, which I don't know if they're Adamant. Adamant Earthquake has an 18% chance to Oko me here. I always live if they're not Adamant. We live, okay. They did, what, 124 with that? They're not Adamant. Is that right? They did 124? I can't even tell based on that. I don't know, but I can go Deoxys here and threaten them with a nice Rock Slide. And Rock Slide just picks up a KO. Every single time here. I just Rock Slide. I guess you could be Scarfed? I don't think are you Scarfed? Did you switch up moves earlier? You Brave Birded, then you Thunderbolted. No, you're not Scarfed. We Rock Slide. We Rock Slide. No Charty Berry either. Boom! There goes Ho-Oh. Beautiful. That is huge. That is huge. Okay. And yeah, that is beautiful. If they end up going out to Dio, or no, I have Dio. If they go Gren, I think I go Aloe. Pivot through Aloe once. They go Beru, who's the low kick, so this thing dies. I just E-Speed. Low kicks, level 50, E-Speed does 60 minimum. I just E-Speed. I just E-Speed this guy. I'm always fine here, I think. Right? I didn't make a mistake. I don't think so. I think E-Speed knocks him out. I think I have just enough damage. If not, it could get really nasty. Maybe I would have to win with Mirror Coat to Aloe in the end. And I just have to not get paralyzed, but I have sacks to get regen. We get the E-Speed off. Boom, they die. Let's go, Dio. Let's go. And then Gren comes in here. They should go, if they are choiced. They're not, well, I guess they could be Specs. They could be Protean Specs. Protean Specs makes a lot of sense. They should lock themselves in Dark Pulse in that scenario. I think I always go Aloe. I think I go Aloe. I can pivot through Cruel. Get my regen back up. They do Dark Pulse. Is this thing Specs? They're Protean. That does not look like Specs, but it does look like it's gonna 2-hit KO me here. So I think the play is to go Tentacruel. I think I go into Tentacruel, sack it, go Dio, and E-Speed. If it doesn't knock them out, then I always live a hit with Aloe. Yeah, we just sacked Tentacruel. I was thinking about a way to try to save my diff here, but this is how it's going to have to go. For 2 rounds of Toxic, they take 12 and 12, right? It's like 12 and a half. 12 and a half. So they take 25. You're going to be at 75. Greninja at level 50. If you're at 75%, let's just say, E-Speed is a 50-50 to KO, but then you just die to Toxic afterwards. Yeah, we just E-Speed. We'll see if it picks it up. It might not. They do live, which is fine with me. So they're going to pick up an extra KO, get a little bit of diff, but they should get KO'd at the end of this turn. If not, Aloe always lives 1. And so does Terapagos. But yep, they just died to the T-Spike from Tentacruel, so that's a 2-0 victory for us. Maybe could have been a little bit cleaner, but I think I played my safest endgame that I could there. But a great game to my good friend Fauster. Make sure you guys go check them out. I'll try to link them in the description. I hope so. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.